controversy, cause it feels so empty without me. 1, 2, 3 into the 4. Easy motherfucking E.
Guys, today I'm going to be reacting to 2 horrifying true lockdown stories. So I don't know if it's gonna be true. It's probably not. It's not gonna be true. I don't know if it's gonna be true or not, guys. So yeah, I'm gonna be reacting to some two lockdown stories in today's video. Okay, guys. So we have the first the first story right here. So let's watch. What is this?
101 focuses.
Is this like a short film?
Students in writing,
I thought these were stories.
Get under your desk.
Under your desk? Under your desk? Why do they in lockdowns? Why do they say to hide under the desk? That's so expected. Like if an intruder comes in, are they gonna say, I wonder where they are? I'm totally not gonna check under the desk. No, that's the most expected place to hide when there's a lockdown, under the desk. I'm like, what do you mean hide under your desks? Like, at least hide, like, I don't even know. Not under your desk. Lockdown stories. Oh, it is stories. Why? Then what was that? Is it like a little short film? Story 1.
This took place 2 years ago, and I can still recall every moment in almost perfect detail.
Okay.
It was nearing the end of school. Everyone was on their way to their last period, which for me was history. A class that I not only wasn't good at, but I also disliked the teacher. And at that point, I honestly had no motivation of even showing up.
Bruh.
So, ultimately, I decided to ditch and hide out in one of the bathroom stalls located
That's
near
your
the
biggest
very back of the
mistake.
school.
Because there's going to be a
Almost no one went back
lockdown.
there, so I figured no one would find out anyway. I was in the furthest back stall, playing some game on my phone, when the ear-deafening sound of the principal coming over the intercom made me jump.
Lockdown. Lockdown. This is an emergency alert.
Oh my, bro. It's all fun and games until you hear this is an emergency alert. Like all you're just like, oh, it may just be a practice. I don't know. And then and as soon as you hear it's an emergency alert, like, bro. Yeah, what I would do if I was in the bathroom during a lockdown, I would probably, as soon as I hear the word lockdown, I would run to the nearest class near the bathroom. Or I would, you know what I would, like the stalls, I would probably like stand on the toilet, but not like when your head is over. Like just stand with your feet on it so they don't see your feet. Like how like this, I would probably stand like this probably. So yeah, that's what I would probably do if there was a lockdown and I was in the bathroom. So let's keep on watching.
Go into the nearest room or building. Lock the door and turn off all
Building.
It was a
School has
lockdown
multiple
announcement,
buildings.
Though I honestly didn't pay it any attention, considering they were all practice. And so I just continued to sit there in the stall.
He said it's an emergency alert. Are you deaf?
All the lights to the building seemingly shut off all at once.
Bros.
The hum of the light faded.
Yeah, that's when you know it's for real.
Unit, which meant all
Like,
the power
unless you're
was
deaf,
off.
like.
The bathroom had gone pitch black, and that's when I was actually starting to get worried.
That's when, as soon as I hear lockdown, I would get worried.
I texted my friend asking him what was going on, and literally right away he answered back with a text saying, "Dude, where are you? It's a real lockdown. Everyone's asking where you are." I told him I was in the bathroom, and he responds saying I should hide. But where
What
else
do you
could I
think
go?
he's doing?
I wasn't just gonna run out into the hallway.
No,
to
he's
the
gonna
spot.
stand in the hallway.
Ultimately, I decided to stay and hide in the stall I was in. I turned my phone's brightness down and texted my friend again. I asked him what the reason was for the lockdown.
Okay.
And after 5 long minutes of waiting, he replied, saying that apparently there was a kid armed with a knife banging on.
Oh, it's a knife. Okay, then you're safe. Cause some of us watch these videos like that be like, okay, so I'm gonna show you what to do if a violent attacker tries to stab you with a knife. So step 1, you gotta go. Oh yeah, you see now you got the knife. You see now you have the knife. You like, yeah, that's why I like it's a knife. Like you could just all you need to do is run, and it's a kid too. Like it's not like a 40-year-old man with a knife. Hey, I'm gonna kill you. Like he's just like. So yeah, all you need to do is run or like try not to get hit. But if it's a gun, there's nothing you could do about that because a bullet could go like miles. Like he could go like so yeah. There's nothing. Even if you try to run, nothing you could do. The best thing you could do is hide, or Yeah, well, that's what you do in a lockdown. Or try not to make any sound, or try not to make him let him know that you're there. But if it's a knife, I honestly wouldn't even be scared, honestly. So
Let in. Both my classroom and the bathroom I was in were on the same floor, so I turned off my phone and tried my best to see if I could hear anything. There were running footsteps. And
bro, what is that sound of? I swear, the sound effects make it a million times scarier. Like, you hear that, dun-dun, like, it just makes it scarier. I don't know why.
the sound of the bathroom door opening. I was
You're done.
absolutely horrified
You're
at
done.
what I was hearing.
That's the attacker.
Walked towards the stall next to me, went inside
Bro's about
and
to
shut
die.
the door.
Bro's gonna have a
I
fight.
held my breath for what seemed like forever. Then, to break the silence, in a shaky voice, I said, "Who's in here?"
No! Why would you say who's in here, bro? Like, so you're in a lockdown and you hear someone go into the bathroom after like a couple minutes, after like 20 minutes, and then the first thing you say is who's in here, bro? That's how to make. You're literally asking to die. Oh my gosh, so dumb. Who's in here?
Then I heard a
Who? This
voice
guy's so
reply
dumb.
with, "I'm just looking for a place to hide. I heard there was a lockdown over the speakers." That didn't really answer my question.
Yeah, well, nah, I
It sounded
think
around my-
that's the attacker, and he's just trying to trick him because like that long, like why would he be outside that running for that long? Like, he would probably have like either be like he would like it be. I'm stuttering. If it was real, he would probably already be like escaped, like, cause like that long just running around, that's not. So that's the attacker. Cause like running
So I
around,
decided
there's
to just let it go.
nowhere for you to hide.
We
You
sat
would
in
have just
silence for what seemed
escaped.
like forever. When finally, we got another announcement telling all students to exit the school in an orderly fashion through the front doors, where cops would be waiting outside. I exited the stall. but
That's
was
probably
surprised
fake.
to see the guy next to me didn't. I asked him if he was coming, and he replied saying, yeah, man, just give me a couple minutes."
For what?
But
That's the
regardless, I left
attacker, I
bathroom
swear.
And started heading towards the front exit of the school.
Call the bro.
As I was walking, my phone went off. My friend had texted me. He said that apparently a kid who was maybe a couple years older than us tried to rob a nearby gas station at knife point. The guy actually stabbed a couple people. When he was unsuccessful in getting any money, he ran to hide in our
No.
school to blend in as one of the students. But what horrified me the
Bro.
most was the last sentence. My friend said that the cops outside were saying that the kid was still inside, and that he was hiding somewhere in the back of the school. Reading this changed my walk to the front doors
What?
into a full-on sprint.
He's
Right as I
still
got
there?
outside, I would frantically inform one
What
of
if
the
he's
police
hiding
officers
in
of
like
what I
a
had
locker or
experienced.
something?
And after they searched the bathroom, they found
the
it was
back-
empty, but that the window inside was broken.
Yeah, bro. Bro. Just be lucky you didn't die, because that's the attacker. Like he said he. Why would you even ask him? Like, who's in here? Like, that was the attacker, right? The person you were trying to hide from was right beside you that entire time, and you thought it was a student. How dumb could you be?
Broken and escaped through the window. Needless to say, for the next few school days, I'd gotten a lot of unwanted attention because of what I had experienced. As far as I know, the kid still hasn't been caught, and it's still just difficult for me to come to terms with the fact that I was unknowingly hiding in a stall right next to the guy I was trying to hide from.
Yeah, that's why you, like... Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, guys, that's the first animation, so now we're going to... I mean, not for animation. The story. That's the first story, so now we're going to go into the second one. Okay, guys, so we have the second story right here, so let's watch. Story 2.
I somewhat recently got my first real job as a teacher
Oh,
at
this
a
is a
public elementary
teacher's
school in a
experience.
nearby neighborhood. It was the first school year I was teaching, and at this point it was only September, so needless to say, I was still learning the ropes. It was honestly pretty stressful. I teach a first
Okay.
grade class of around 20 kids.
Lincoln
so
Elementary?
You can imagine how chaotic it would get at times, especially
Is
with
that
my
a
lack
real
of
school?
experience.
To
I
be
remember
honest,
one day-
guys, in a lockdown, being a teacher is more scary, because like if one of like the students gets hurt, like that's your fault because you're like responsible for that student.
I
So
was in the middle of assigning the kids a worksheet for spelling simple words when the principal's voice came over the school's loudspeaker and ordered a lockdown. Now, being a new teacher, I wasn't yet informed of when the school had practiced lockdown drills around the year. Therefore, I had no idea if this was a drill
it's
or not.
first year too.
But I knew either way I had
Bro's
to
not
follow protocol.
experienced at
I
all.
turned off the room's lights, locked the doors and windows, and had the kids sit against the walls out of sight. I'd say maybe 5 minutes passed of complete silence when I could faintly start to hear doors being banged on down the hall.
No, that's what like the kids like
I could feel my
they're
heart start to
younger kids
race
too. So when
as
they
the
like
sounds
start
got
crying, they
louder
were like,
as whoever was banging on the doors got closer.
bang.
At this point, I
And
still
what
had
if
no
they
idea
bang
whether
on
it
your
was just
door?
the principal checking all the classroom
are gonna
locks
start crying.
or an actual intruder in the school. But my thoughts were interrupted by one of my students bursting out crying.
I knew it.
It was too
see,
loud.
I knew
There's
it.
no doubt whoever was outside would have been able to hear it. Banging outside stopped in response to the noise, shortly after followed by a single pair of footsteps walking up to the door. It was
gonna
silent for a
break
few
into that.
seconds, but the silence was quickly broken by a male's voice yelling out, "Hey guys, I think there's kids in this one." And that confirmed this lockdown
No, you're dead. You're dead. You're dead. Oh my god. Hey guys, I think there's kids in this one. Oh my gosh.
was real. More footsteps could be heard running up to the door, and that's when genuine attempts
That's
to break
scary.
down the door were made by multiple people. At that point,
They're
not a
breaking
single
down
kid in
the
the
door.
class wasn't crying or screaming in fear. I didn't know what to do.
They're
I was
too
never
scared.
trained for this kind
They're
of
too s-
situation. And that's when 2 gunshots could be heard. But it didn't come from the intruders. Police were now inside the building.
Good.
Right
Yeah,
after
you're
the
safe.
shots
You're
were
safe.
fired,
You're
The
safe.
intruders could be heard running down the hall. 30 minutes later,
FBI,
we were
open
given the all
up.
clear. Turns out the intruders were high school students. They were eventually
Why?
caught, but when asked why they did it, they would say close to nothing. Although one of the kids
'Cause
claimed
they're
it was a
dumb.
bet. But personally, I don't believe that for a
Hey
second.
guys, I think
No
there's
bet
kids.
is worth going to court over, and even possibly losing your freedom. I firmly believe they had much worse intentions. Although most likely traumatized, luckily no one was physically hurt. The shots that were fired by the police were claimed to have been warning shots, and were aimed directly into the ground. It's been 2 years since this all
the
happened,
ground?
and I still teach first grade at the same school, and even in the same
Wouldn't
classroom.
it be in the roof?
And to this day, those bullet holes can still be seen in the school's hallway.
No, bro. You go to imagine going to a school with bullet holes in them for a memory. I would honestly move schools. Like that will just traumatize you more. Like there's still like bullet holes in the ground. So like you just telling me you just walk by those 2 every day and say, "Oh, I remember when that lockdown happened and I almost died." Like I would move schools. Cause that would be too scary. And story 3, we won't have enough times for story 3, guys. So that's just gonna be the end of this video, guys. So I hope you guys liked it. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.